Well, hello, welcome. Let me adjust the volume for you so you can actually hear stuff, and then I'll also do some test audio, so don't mind me. A little more? That sounds pretty good. Okay, quickly. Test. Oops, wait. Test. Oops. Okay, so I'm fine. Anywho, welcome back to another One Piece stream where I sit and cry for about an hour while I cope with leaders that I don't normally play and that I'm not the most versed in, and also that aren't just meta relevant. Today we got a special one. It is Monkey D. Luffy, but it's the starter deck ones. What is it, ST13? Yeah. And this is the black yellow one, infamous pre-ban list. It was pretty infamous, mostly because this thing was a monster. Once it hit 0 life, it basically became 9 indestructible, well, quote unquote indestructible, with the Gecko Moria baby Sabo baby Luffy loop, where you just basically, I mean, essentially Sabo, because you would just cycle Sabo in and out of your life constantly and just be like a 9k 10k leader on your opponent's turn. It was pretty sick. It was wicked, man. I avoided this deck for the longest time because it was meta relevant, and of course there have been people like Cross AI, who I like a lot. I'm a big fan of. Not my favorite One Piece player, but he's got the chops. Obviously he has the chops. He's won regionals and championships before, so you know, not much else to say about that. But this was one of like his main decks. This is what he won at least a few times with. I don't know exactly which tournaments he won, but I know this was like something that got him to first place a lot of the time, and I can see why. It's just a strong deck. Even without Gecko Moria, I feel like this is a decent list. Obviously not as strong, but as almost as good. Like definitely like locals good, maybe top like 64, top 32 good. Let's see. Another reason why I'm playing this is mostly just because recently, I think like a few days ago, well, the VV Theory has been kind of like brewing with this list in the background, and he just recently released a video maybe a couple of days ago, and I was like, you know what? Okay, fine, I'm gonna give it a try. You know, all the cards you see here are relatively cheap. It's nothing crazy expensive here, and in fact I have, other than like the starter deck and, you know, Frankie, I have most of this stuff laying around, and I like to give it a shot. I've already done like at least two solid days of practice with this just to understand how this leader works, because I never touched it before this. It was mostly just like avoid this because it's meta, it's stupid strong, and it's just a Gecko deck. But with the bans in place, now it feels like it has its own identity now, something more interesting to play. I like it because it's pretty risky. It's a pretty risky play of basically always being at 1 or 0 life. Without being unfair like Enel. I feel like Enel is just like an unfair version of this Luffy now. Also, a few things that are different is I'm playing I Am Kami, and I'm also playing Enel. These are flex spots, I would say. And then obviously You're the One Who Should Disappear. These are all like kind of flex spots. I would recommend you could probably play something of your interest. Something I was experimenting with, but it didn't work out as soon as this loads up. Oh, you're gonna have to back out of that and then reload the deck editor. So just a moment, please. But something I was experimenting with before this, before I put in the Sky Island and L package in here, I actually had, where is this? Liberation. I was running Liberation. It has its moments, but surprisingly, Black Yellow Luffy does tend to keep a board active. So he keeps a fairly wide board, even though he doesn't protect. Like, I've been told not to protect the board. Like, you can let your board go, and as long as you're at a good hand size and at like a decent, you know, attack total, you should be fine. So it has its place. I think Liberation could potentially be better in this deck, but I'm choosing to run the Enel engine with the 0 cost event just to have more stuff in trash. I was even like flirting with the idea of running this card in here, Sindri. I was thinking about, oh no, you can't because it has to be Thriller Bark. Okay, never mind. What would I run instead of Sindri? I think it would probably just end up being brand new, right? Because brand new just lets you trash 3 wherever this dum-dum is hanging out. Where's your bald head? We see it from a mile away. Is this starter deck? No, it's not starter deck, is it? We'll see in a second. No, I know it's not a starter deck card. I know it's not. Where are you, dummy? I might have passed you a couple of times without realizing it. Where is this dummy? Oh, here he is. He's right here. Yeah, so this one lets you look at the top 3 and then trash the top 3 if you don't have a navy. So this would basically just play 2 to trash the top 3. I've been tempted to run a like trashing stuff, but the only thing I'm scared of is trashing like the kids. I don't really want to be trashing the kids. I want to be holding on to these in hand. Ideally, I'd like to trash the Luffy and Sabo, but you know, it's fine. And also, like, something I've also noticed is when you're taking life, you don't want to just crash out on life. Because I've done the mistake of on 4 Dawn playing this card and then going to 1 life and just getting bodied almost immediately on the crackbat. So you want to descend your life carefully with this deck. I think is still the sentiment for this. Anything else I want to talk about? I really enjoy this deck now that Gecko's not a part of it, but I really do wish that in the future there could be like a stage similar to Thriller Bark, if we can even find it. Like, I would like a stage like Thriller Bark that lets you play it for 1, pay 1, rest it, and then grab a 2 cost from your trash and rest it. So I would like a stage for Luffy to play out these kids from your trash. And it doesn't have to be as broken as Gecko Moria. Just something that lets you play 1 kid at a time, so you're just recycling them. Or even something like, oh, I just had this in my head. It was, who was it I was thinking about? Was it Hogback? I think Dr. Hogback was another card I was thinking of. Yeah, because this one would let you return 2 to the bottom of your deck, and then this would essentially let you grab a your kids from the trash. If this was a you know, Luffy locked thing, which I don't see happening, or at least not yet. Maybe in set 13 or 14 we might see support for something like this. Anything else? What else can we talk about here? Yeah, that's primarily it. I think if we ever get a chance to, like, if they ever print a card that lets us play a 2-drop out of nowhere or return a 2-drop from our trash, it's over. This deck immediately comes back to the top of the food chain, I think, potentially. But yeah, let's do it card by card, I guess. If you haven't seen this deck, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I would be the first person to introduce this deck to you. But regardless, this is Monkey D. Luffy. He's a 4-life leader, 5k power, yellow-black. Per the rules, your face-up life cards will be sent to the bottom of your deck instead of your hand. Be a bit of a pain in the ass, so you gotta be careful when you use your ability. Because if you attach to Dawn, activate main once per turn, you may discard 1 card from your hand. If your life is at 0, you may add 2 5-cost characters from your hand or trash to your life face-up. So, pretty good. It's a good way to keep your life total up in case. And then obviously this is, you know, how you're going to get your Sabos and your Luffys into your life, because these characters want to see them in your life first. So it's a great way. It's a great combo for like your kids into your adults. And then also, like, if you're running low on life and you don't have your Sabos or Luffys, this is a great way to just like increase your life. You're the fodder. Essentially, you're just, you know, you're putting like who's and Satori's into your life as just fodder to get bottom decked, essentially, in case you're running into a pickle, which does happen. So our next card is Sabo, 5 cost, 6k power, 1k counter, blocker. On play, you may your characters cannot be KO'd by effects until the start of your next turn. Draw 2, trash 2. This is probably your bread and butter of the deck. However, trashing 2, drawing 2, that's it's tough. I wish it was a you may ability. It might be slightly better. Or if it was like a draw 2, trash 1, god, that would be busted. But I think it's fine. It's good cycling in the hand. And obviously this is what keeps your leader alive when you get to those big numbers at late game. Who's Who is a 5 cost, 5k power, 2k counter. On play, you may discard 1 card from your hand. Give up to one of your opponent's 3 cost or lower characters. Trigger. Give up to one of your opponent's 3 cost or lower characters. So Who's Who is just, you know, it's a 5k character, so it can be thrown into our life. It has a trigger that lets you KO things, which could be relevant. And then it's a 2k counter, and that's basically the end of the road for it. Like, it's a 2k counter that can be played into life, and then occasionally will KO something. So that's why he's here. Frankie, one of the newer cards that just came out for us in the West, is a 4 cost 5k power, 1k counter blocker. On KO play up to 1 cost, okay, play up to 1 cost 3 or lower Dressrosa type character rested from your trash. So that's where we get Viola from. And then Viola is a 2 cost 0k power, 1k counter blocker. On play, choose one of the following. Look at all your opponent's life, then return them in any order. Or you can turn all your life cards face down. We're going to be choosing the second ability 99% of the time. I don't think, unless we're going up against a very specific yellow deck, I don't think we're going to be using the first one. And then of course, Frankie will be able to pull this out of trash, which then will let you adjust your life, or lets you flip your life face down so that you don't run the risk of bottom decking your 2Ks and stuff like that, or your salvos. Next one, Charlotte Flampe, is a 1-drop, 1k power, 2k counter. On play, you may add the 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand, draw 1 card. So a lot of people who have played against Black Yellow Luffy have learned to basically never swing into it early. Develop a board before swinging into Luffy. And Flampe is basically your counter to that. So it allows you just to draw a card from your life and then draw a card from your deck. Good card advantage, good life manipulation. So that's why we're running this. Shirahoshi. It's a card I didn't think I was going to be playing again, but here we are. It's actually pretty good in this list. Shirahoshi is a 5 cost 0k power, 1k counter. On play, draw 3, then trash 2 from your hand. Trigger, play this card. So the reason why we're playing this is because, 1, it's a 5 cost, so we could throw it into life. It has a trigger, so it could potentially trigger, which then allows us to draw 3, trash 2. It's good hand cycling. And then also this is just good fodder, like good counter fodder, good discard fodder. If you're using your leader ability and you don't have like these cards in your hand, you just dump this to leader ability and then grab whatever you need to put it on your life. So I do like it. I think this is a good addition. I'm surprised that it wasn't played more often during the meta, but you know, we have to reinvent this whole leader. So I'm not surprised that, you know, this got worked in there. Also, speaking of being worked in there, Enel. Enel is a 7 cost 7k power, no counter, rush. Once per turn, if this character were to be removed from play or from the field, you may trash the top part of your life instead. If character Monkey D. Luffy is on the field, this effect may not be activated. So, this is pretty good because you don't have a ton of things to do before you get into like your late game, because as you're trying to like lower your life down, you kind of just have a lot of dead plays waiting to get to 0 life to then start playing your kids, or to start playing these guys. So this is something good to invest your Dawn into. Also, it's nice because if you know, it will be able to eat up a hit, and it'll eat up a life of yours, which is kind of what we want to do. We want to eat up our life as efficiently as we can, and it now lets us do that. So I do appreciate that. It's a lot harder to remove from the board. Of course, it's a May ability, so you don't have to. And then the only downside, the anti-synergy here, is the fact that if we play a Luffy, then basically this is like a nothing card. This is basically just garbage, essentially, because, well, not garbage, but becomes a lot less playable if we have a Luffy out. So want to always keep that in mind. And this is basically just going to synergize with our 4 cost event. So our next card is Satori. Satori, I hate this character so much. He annoys the hell out of me, but he's a fine card. So he's a 5 cost, 5k power, 2k counter. He has the trigger of you may trash 1 card from your hand, play this card. So same as some of the other cards, it's a 5 cost thing that we can use our leader ability on. It's a 2k counter, and it has a trigger of playing itself, and then it discards a card from our hand. So if we have like a Sabo, Luffy, or like an Enel, we can discard it to this. But that's basically it. It doesn't have much more extra play other than that. And then we have our first kid, the Sabo. We have a 2 cost, 2k power, 1k counter, activate main. You may trash this character, reveal the top card of your life. If the card is a 5 cost Sabo card, you may play it. If you play it, up to one of your leaders gain 2k power until the end of your opponent's turn. So this is where the strength of the deck comes in. This is like the bread and butter, the centerpiece is we want to be playing these out only when we can adjust our life to have both Sabo or Luffy on the top. And then of course, you know, depending on how you layer it, it plays the top card. It doesn't play like your choice. So if the top card is a 5-cost Sabo, then we can use this ability. It took about a while for me to figure this stuff out, but I've gotten used to the sequencing, or at least I've gotten used to the play pattern a little bit, so I feel okay enough to play it on stream. Our next one is Monkey D. Garp. This is our searcher of the deck. It's a 1-cost, 2k power, 1k counter. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 Sabo, Ace, or Luffy card with a cost of 5 or less. Then put it into your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. So this will let us basically search out like 4 of our different unique cards. So we can search out our Sabos, our kids, or our Luffy. Normally, it's a bit up in the air depending on what your hand looks like, but usually the kids are your priority searches. I would say well, I would definitely say this Sabo is your priority search. Then this is like secondary, kind of your tertiary, and then, you know, the 4th thing you want to find is this Luffy. But this is a good Luffy, so we'll read why. This Luffy basically reads the same as Sabo, except it lets you play a 5-cost Luffy from the top of your deck, and then it gives your leader a buff of 2k power until the end of your opponent's turn. This Luffy, however, is a 5-cost 6k power, 1k counter. Activate main once per turn. This character gains 2k power until the start of your next turn. Then, if you have 1 or more life cards, draw 1 card and trash the top card of your life. So very similar effect to Enel. Well, kinda, because we're basically trashing one of our lives, we're drawing a card, and then this is buffing itself to what, 8 to an 8k body, so it's gonna be hard to swing into. And yeah, the only downside is obviously it's not a blocker, but I would say it's got a lot more upside than downsides. And I'm curious, is there a blocker Luffy for 5 or less? Let's see. I doubt there is. Let me just see if there's like, well, this one gains rush, but that's not what we're looking for. No, surprisingly not. So if there ever was a blocker Luffy for 5 or less, it could potentially take this place. But for now, this is a really good aggressive body that I do like having in here. Our next one is I Am God, and it is a 4-cost event. It has activate or main, put up to 1 cost 7 or less NL from your hand or trash into play. Then trash the top of your life cards, and so your life becomes 1. So sorry, that read a little bit weird, but basically you pay 4 Dawn, you play a 7-cost NL from your hand or from trash, and then you trash your life until you're at 1 life. And I do like this. I did the, you know, magical Christmas land play of doing two of these events and then playing 2 of these for 8. So that was a really cool effect. However, I also did the misplay of playing this on like turn 2 or 3 and then immediately just going to 1 life and then just exploding the next turn. So you got to be careful with this card. You know, you play these things at different times. You know, you don't want to just play them as soon as they're available. And then of course we have You're the One Who Should Disappear, yellow staple, and it's a 0-cost event. Counter, you may trash 1 card from your hand, your leader, or up to 1 of your characters gain 3k for this battle. Trigger, if you have 0 life cards, put the top card of your deck onto the life pile. Trash 1 card from your hand. So this is pretty good if we don't have like a Sabo. If we have like a Sabo or Luffy in hand and we need to trash it, we can trash it for this. If we have an Enel, we can trash it to this. Other than that, and then of course if we don't want to use these, we can trash them to the 0-cost event. And then also like there's the off chance of the trigger. However, the trigger isn't the most useful in this deck. This is probably the first yellow deck that doesn't really need to use this trigger because you kind of want to be at a low life total. But if it ends up somehow being the last card in your life, just another free hit for you to take, so cool. But yeah, I think that's the entire deck. I am like cautiously optimistic that we're gonna have success with this. The play pattern is not the hardest thing to figure out. It's just like, you know, the first couple of turns, you're just not doing a whole lot. You're kind of just, you know, pedaling water until you can get explosive turns with your Luffys and your Sabos and your kids and stuff like that. So let's do a little prayer and go into the multiplayer servers. We'll play on the Western servers and see if we can do like optimistically 3 or 4 games. We'll see how things are handled, and like how good the players are going to be. Of course, disclaimers. While I know the rules and I know how to play this game, I'm a casual player, so I don't see the most optimal plays and I don't do the most optimal plays most of the time. So be patient. You're here for entertainment. You're not, not here to coach me. So just sit back, relax, enjoy the show, watch me sweat it out, and grit my teeth as I smile and laugh and giggle in front of you to make it seem like I'm not upset. But just behind the camera, I'm shaking my fists in frustration. But it looks like we're not getting a game, so we'll try again. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on the server anyways. Oh, we got something though. I will keep this. Because we have a way of searching, we have a way of trashing. So I think this is kind of what we're looking for. Always have to keep in mind that this Shanks can reduce power by 1k. And that he does tend to play some pretty nasty red cards. Pretty heavy tempo based deck. The cards we have to watch out for are Rayleigh and Ben Beckman. Who else? Lucky Roo is also a bit of an issue, but that just requires you to play around Lucky Roo. Okay. Let's see. I think what we're gonna do, we might do another search. Because I want to see if I can find Sabo, the 5 cost. Oh, he's playing the Straw Hat engine. Okay. Not ideal. I think I will grab another one though. All right, so we're gonna be at 5. We could play out down our Luffy. We could also play down a Frankie and swing in. Or we could also swing in with our Garbs. Because, he's only gonna be able to reduce the cost of one of these characters, so we'll see what he chooses to do. Okay, so he played out one of his 2k counters. That's not bad. That's completely fine. Unless he has a way of KOing this. That's fine. If you hit me, that's fine. I'm gonna take it. So we're gonna trash this Luffy. Just a 3k. So we have our Luffy now. What we can do, so if we let's see if he tries to save this. He might reduce this, but he still has to do like a 2k or something. Let's see what he's thinking about. All right. So what I want to do is 3. Make him use his ability. Counter out. Bum, 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 bum. Bow, 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 bow. So you can probably block her out next turn, even though we don't have Viola. Even though we don't have Viola yet, establishing that blocker is gonna help. Because we're going to start getting to the life total of like kind of dangerous. And then maybe Flampe. But I have a feeling this Shanks is going to keep hitting us, so we might not have to waste our Flampe's. But we'll see. All right. Maybe this. Yeah. That's fine. They can't have rush. We can definitely, I think it's fine to KO this if it swings in at some point. I'm not too worried about Shanks drawing an extra card. Yeah, that's gone regardless. He won't be able to deal with Garp though. So, okay, nice. We do have Viola. Now it's just trying to figure out a way to get her into trash. 3K. A bit of a sticky situation because we want to be swinging above 5. Unless we play just Viola out. Doesn't really help our plan if we just play out Viola. Let's see. So we can do 6, 5, 5. Then we won't have a blocker, but I think that's fine. We'll kind of see what he does here. If he tries to reduce it, then we'll swing in with our Garps. Okay, so we'll swing in with our Garps. I don't think there's anything I really want to play. Maybe the Viola, but we'll see. Because we can definitely take at least 3 hits before we get worried about anything. Buddy, I hope you're doing fine. It's fine if you're bricked up, but you know, if you need to concede, you are more than welcome to. Because it happens. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes we just get bricked. Simulator just does us dirty. That's fine. He's just going to get rid of our Garps. They've overstayed their welcome, and they've definitely gotten us value. So I'm definitely not worried about losing them. He won't be able to give... Well, he can't give this rush. He can attack here. Attack here. That's probably going to go into Garp. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll take this. What are we going to trash? We'll probably trash Viola. And then play out Frankie. Or got 5K. Got 5K to play with. I think we get rid of the Sanji. Even though it's going to give him an extra card, I think reducing the bodies on board is a better thing. Yeah, that's fine. If only I had a killing killer. I mean, that would be impossible, but it'd be so funny. All right, dude, you got 10 cards in hand, no life. I mean, the ride or die situation. He could potentially play out Roger. That would suck. I mean, just to... Oh, or he could just play out Shanks. That's also a thing. So, swings in, block, play out Viola. Fortunately, we don't have anything. Now, what are you gonna do with your Shanks and your Rayleigh? Could save it, but we might save it. We'll see if that was a mistake. We'll definitely take that. We don't have anything we want to KO. Like, Otama's not going to do anything. I'd be surprised if he does something with Otama, but I don't imagine he will. If he does, then it's my bad. So we're at 1 life. We have no NLs in trash. We don't know what our top life is. And we only have 1 Luffy in the deck. This is difficult. We're also at 4K here. 5. 8. Okay. You got to be able to get out of this one. There's no way you're bricked up. 9 cards in hand, there's no way you're bricked up. Absolutely not. Granted, we probably could have gone for game there. Thinking about it now. But let's see. Could have been playing a little too safe. But with 9 cards, man, there's no way. There's no way you can't save yourself out of 2 swings. Granted, we're at 7 and we don't have a whole lot going on for ourselves. He could have another 10k Shanks. That's what I'm anticipating, is that he's got another one. So there's a guaranteed 3 hits. We'll have to take our Rayleigh. That's fine too. Granted, he got rid of our blocker, so that sucks. Then, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I think we're actually fine here. If he's got it, he's got it. Finally, we got a Sabo, by the way. Can't believe it took this long to get Sabo in our hand. Turn 7, 1 Sabo, let's go. If he doesn't have it, then we can use our leader ability to regain our life. Come on. There's no way you got it. Let's go. Whew. That was rough. All right. It feels so good to start off with the win. Yes. Yes. Finally. Oh my God. You have no idea. I've done, like, before this stream, I was on a losing streak. So it feels good to finally be vilified, like justified in my skill in the game, but then to win a game, to win the first game feels so good. You have no idea how big of a confidence booster that is. It's been so long. I feel good about this. Oh man, that's a high. That's a high right now. I feel justified. I feel like, yes, finally, I'm a good player. Finally. Oh God. He's got his Coliseum out. Something I've noticed is that depending on the type of deck I'm playing, I either hate Usopp, like I loathe Usopp, or he's just like a good tempo deck leader. Primarily with Gecko in removal decks, like cost removal decks. I hate decks like Usopp. Man, big woofs. All right. And then I guess maybe next turn we do a Flampe swing. But yeah, Usopp as just an aggro, or Usopp is fine. I'm not worried about him. Oh my god, all these Luffys! My friends, you've all come back. Hello, hello, hello. So we can do 6, 5, and then Flampe. He doesn't have anything to play off of, Frankie, so I'm not concerned about that. All right, he's committed to the Frankie. You know what? No shade, man. All right, cool. Oh, you know what? He might have a pudding. He might punish me with a pudding, which would be... It would suck. Priority number 1, get rid of this guy. Killed this man. We're not dealing with this. Okay, we have our own Frankie to play with. Oh yeah, that's right. Coliseum lets him do his thing. Resolve. All right, we got our first Sabo. We don't have a kid Sabo yet though. You could play this Sabo out. Wouldn't be the end of the world. We can swing in 7. All right, draw 2, trash 2. We're gonna trash and a Viola. All right. You'll be able to get more value off of this, which is a little disappointing. You got another one. You son of a gun. I will let this Sabo die. Yeah, see that coming from a mile away. 5. Is he swinging with no, he just played this one. Yeah, we'll use the trigger. We'll trash this guy. All right. Let's try to get a baby Sabo. And of course, not even get one. Let's see. 4, 4. What do we have in the trash right now? We don't even have an L in the trash yet. I really need to get rid of this Cavendish. It's going to be an issue. So 4, 8, 4. All right, he let it go. Thank goodness. And then left end. Went from 4 cards to 6 cards in hand. Crazy stuff, man. And then of course you can probably play, no, because this is only a 3 cost. Okay. Oh, we got double attacking Luffy here. Could potentially be an issue. You can swing in with these two. These are all new. Let's give him this. Play this. Let's see what he does now. That'll be fine. Because yeah, he'll have this, potentially this. I don't have my baby Sabos yet. I'm a little bit nervous about that. I have a Flampe if we do end up drawing baby Sabo. Okay, no, we didn't. We play you out. We can draw an answer. We'll have 5 Dawn to play with. Trash 2. Okay. Yeah, this is probably my biggest concern. Oh my god. Oh, this is an issue. Because he's gonna swing twice with this bad boy. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So he'll be able to swing in here, swing in here, swing in here. Holy moly. Holy moly. We finally got our Sabo. Wow. Took long enough. Oh, he's going. He's going for it. Wow. Oh, we got both. How many do we have in here? We only have one in here. Trashing this from hand. We're gonna be putting... Boy. Oh my god, they're all here, my friends! We don't need to worry about that. We have 4, 5, 6. We'll see if he can defend this. Won't be the easiest thing to defend. Because he's got 6 cards in hand. He just refilled his deck. Okay, he let that go. Are we worried? 4, 5, 6. We can definitely get rid of a Frankie. That was crazy. Bro swung in with 26k or 2600. My god. I've never seen something that strong. Holy moly. All right, so we're at 9k. I feel pretty good about that. We have our backup Sabos, so if by chance we ever get to see our other ones, be super lucky. Let's see, 9. Okay. Oh, we gotta trash something from hand. Yeah, that's rough. So we're gonna put... Oh, I just put Shirahoshi at the bottom. Sabo. Oh, two trash too. Or, oh yeah. No! Well, we could just play this one out. Oh! Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is rough. So 6, 7. All right, fuck. Oh man. Oh, I don't like this. This has not been fun. I'll have to keep this matchup in mind later on. Never again with Usopp. Don't trust this man. Doing war crimes over here. He's been tough to go up against, I'll be real. Oh, and it sucked that we trashed all of our Sabos there. Oh, heartbreaking, man. Realistically, he has 3 attacks. Gonna give him a Sabo. If we're lucky, he'll try to go back into this. Let me think. If we take this hit, he only has his leader ability, or his leader. I hate this. I hate this so much. I think it was a bad call to play the second Sabo. He has 9 cards in hand, man. That makes me nervous. Well, I wonder what we're doing. All right. Actually, I should have done this first. Whatever. So we need 3 of these hits to go through. So if we do 3, that's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. I think we're just gonna do this. That's fine. Get him to use his blocker or not. Okay. Maybe we play out this blocker as well. That leaves us with 4 Dawn to play with. Yeah, because if I don't get it this turn, I'm dead for. Okay. Yeah, because he has 2 attackers for sure. Then whatever else he's gonna play. Man, this sucks. No way he had. Oh, it's the Zoro. It's the Zoro, isn't it? Dang it. Oh no. High costs are lower. Who's he bouncing back? Or okay. Yeah, there's the Zoro. All right. He'll have, let me think. Swing. Resolve. Yeah, fuck. Oh, this sucks. Yeah. You can have this one. That was a good game, though. Man. I'm trying to think. I think I just need to be more aggressive towards life. I think just going for life with Usopp over board control. I think it's the call for future games. Oh, but that was a good game though. Oh, I can't believe it. It was fun, but man, I did not see a way out of that. It was a good match though. I think that's one of the funner matches I've had. It was a good back and forth. Oh my god, that Luffy with the 23k or the yeah, I think it was 23k. That was a big number. I've never seen that thing get so massive. Oh no. Battle of the Luffys. And I need a mulligan this. I mean, we got a decent mid start, but that's about it. I mean, we don't have to search, which is a nice bonus. Don't have much to do. You'll probably if you Gum Giants this early, yeah, okay. I would have been surprised. Be a little early to be trying to gum your way out of this one. Interesting. If I'm gonna cycle either my Luffy and or my Sabo and Luffy, or my Enel and Luffy. I think I will then Cycle these two out. Then I'll have a good late game play. If I don't get rid of this, I'll have a good late game play. Okay. He's gonna start to swing pretty soon. Do we share Hoshi again? If we share Hoshi again, we get rid of maybe our zero cost event and our this one. Okay. And then we're gonna be getting rid of, I think, our Sabo. Because now we got these two. We have one baby. This is going to be our major issue here. In case we need to use our zero cost event. So he'll have, did he play both? No, he played, so these three can attack. That's 3, 4 life. He wants to start swinging, he can. We'll get rid of a 3 cost. No, we're not going to do that. Okay. Now, the question is, do we play another Shirahoshi? I think we play our Flampe. Okay, nice. We're one life away from being able to deal with this. Maybe we do Shirahoshi again. L2, trash 2. All right. We just have to take one hit and then we can nail this guy to hell and back. I wonder if he found his, did we ever find his 10 drop? No. I don't think this plays 10 drop, so I'm not too concerned about that. If we end up doing double NL, we won't be able to do our Sabos. Which we only have one Sabo. We have one Luffy. So maybe not the end of the world. Problem is, these are 7 drops. Oh, that's rough. Because they're 7s. That does make this a little trickier. Also, he's at a 6K base, so even swinging 7s could be tough. Okay, good. Now he has to focus on these two. Yeah, 'cause then he's gonna swing in for big numbers if I don't counter out appropriately. Yeah. Then if he swings in with this, it's over. Yeah. All right, that's fine. I had a feeling green purple would be a problem, but that's fine. I also don't think I was playing that the best, mostly because I wanted to do the double and L turn. I thought that'd be cool, but maybe it wasn't the appropriate time to do that. We'll do one more game and then we'll wrap it up. We'll see how this plays out. Okay. Ugh. I'm a little nervous about Bello Betty. If we can outlast it, I think we'll be fine. But there's no guarantee. If I can find a Sabo. Oh, but there's... Oh, please draw this again. Got nothing else to do, so we'll pass it. What's nice about Bello Betty is that it wants to stay aggro. So we could use that to our advantage. So at our 4 dawn turn, what can we do at 4 dawn? I think we'll just swing in for 9. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot EBO 2 is coming out soon. This is a sick looking art. Oh, that's Yamato. Wow. Oh, I love that. That's such good art. Honestly, this is probably my favorite of the new event. What did you grab? Ivankov, that makes sense. Here's, oh man, no. Kirisu's gonna be an issue. Did we take early damage? I think we do. Okay, we got another Luffy. Never see Sabo. But we're at... Just try to stay aggressive against Bello Betty. Make him counter out or make him take life. Okay. Let's see. Probably 0 cost event if he swings in big. Because this one goes past blockers, I believe. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, now we have an Enel to trash. How big of an issue is this going to be? Well, we probably play out the Luffy because Morley can already go past blockers. Or maybe we still play out the Sabo, because these are obviously going to swing in pretty soon. We could also just throw down our Who's Who. KO that Morley. It's not a bad idea. I'm not against this idea. I think this is probably fine. Then we trash what? One of the Luffy's? Or we trash the Sabo? I think we trash a Luffy. Because I do remember him having the Ivankov, which he'll play the other one with. You know what? I'm going to use the trigger because I'm mostly worried about Bella Betty's board. Because the longer we can hold off this leader ability, the better it is for us. Then he'll probably play Birdman, I would assume. Yeah, Birdman. Now let's think. We only have one of the kids right now. We could play out an Enel. I know he's gonna let this go. What are the chances he has a 6 drop? Pretty high. I think maybe we just play out the Salvo now. Keep our board safe. What are we trashing? Probably trashing the Luffy's potentially. Okay. And then I'm gonna let him play whatever he wants to play off of the Zoro. That's fine. Oh, this is the rush one. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Crashing our Luffy's. So that's a bit of an issue. And now he has his revolutionary army available to him. So he's probably going to use his leader ability, swing for big. I'll have to be able to counter out of this stuff. That'll get past blockers. That might end up being like his final swing. 5, 4. Oh, fuck. 5k. Fuck. No blockers. I won't be able to do much. So yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Oh, this sucks. Yeah. I know exactly what he's planning. That was not what I was expecting he was doing. Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. Because even with the VV, he could swing in for game. Yeah. All right. Well, that was fine. Because you know what? Our first game was a win, and I consider that a victory in my book. So there you go. MVP, tier 0 deck. I managed to get 1 win, therefore it must be the best deck I've ever made. But yeah, there is what is it? Black Yellow Luffy. I think it was pretty decent. I had no complaints. I thought it handled pretty well. Considering that we don't have a Gecko Moria anymore, I think this did admirably. And we got 1 win, so counts for something. I'm trying to think of the other games we had. The Bella Betty, I don't know. Bella Betty pops off at random times. Maybe if I would have been more aggressive into life, I might have been able to win that. Same thing with Usopp. I think if I know for Usopp, if I was more aggressive into life, I definitely could have won that game if I was a lot more aggressive with Usopp. But the Bella Betty one, I'm a little more, iffy about. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and love you and leave you here. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching live or you're watching the VOD later on, I appreciate you spending time here. And I will see you next time. All right. All right, bye. Bye, 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 bye.